Good morning. Welcome to Sailfish Splash Water Park and Aquatic Center. At this time, I would like to recognize some elected officials in our audience. District 1 Commissioner Doug Smith, and representing District 3 Commissioner Ann Scott, Executive Aide Sheena Magalanis. I butchered it, didn't I? I'm sorry. Okay, and what I'd like to do to kick off this press conference is I'd like District 4 Commissioner and Chair Sarah Hurd to say a few words.
Welcome, everybody. We're delighted to have you here on this auspicious occasion. Sailfish Splash Water Park has been selected as the site for the Florida High School Athletic Association Swimming and Diving Finals, which is an incredible honor. It showcases our athletic excellence and doubles as a family-friendly destination for recreation and for entertainment. This venue has begun to, in its very, very short history, has begun to fulfill its promise as a generator of extraordinary, positive economic impact. Competitors, coaches, trainers, officials, adjunct support personnel, media, families, and spectators from all over Florida and perhaps the nation will converge on Sailfish Splash Water Park for 2 weekends in November. When they do, they will stay at our hotels, they will dine at our restaurants, and shop at our local businesses. Our conservative numbers tell us that more than 1,600 competitors, coaches, trainers, officials, and support personnel will visit the Martin County area. More than 5,600 paying spectators will join us, and as much as $750,000 will be flowing into our local economy. And there will be media here focusing on the best swimmers and divers in Florida, and will showcase Martin County's appeal. Next, I'd like to introduce Kevin Abate, who's the director of our Martin County Parks Department.
Good morning, Kevin Abate, Parks Director for Martin County. A personal goal of my personal goal and a personal goal when I was hired was to land the state meet. It's one of the first conversations that Tom Colucci and I had as a partnership, and indeed we have accomplished that. In the first year, if we think about what this facility has accomplished, meeting its revenue, far exceeding its revenue goals for the community, and not putting a burden on our taxpayers, generating revenue, and then collectively, we're still within the first year landing the state high school swimming and diving finals, the Pinch a Penny State High School swimming and diving finals. That is a goal in itself. The partnership that Commissioner Hurd spoke of is immense. We pulled an amazing team together that I'll let Tom talk a little bit about, that collectively got together within 2 weeks and said, we're going to do this for the county. We're going to make an impact, and we really want this meet. And I thought we put on I think the FHSAA will agree, Christina Brasco will agree, that we put on quite the show to make sure that we got this event. But we are going to execute. And this is just the start. As Commissioner Hurd said, we are in our infancy. We're not even through our first year yet. And I'm really excited as the Parks Director to help co-chair this meet with the Treasure Coast Sports Commission and Tom Colucci. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. I'd like to recognize the people on the dais so you know who they are and how important they were to putting this bid together. Obviously, Kevin Abate, Director of Parks and Recreation, was very instrumental in securing all of the essentials needed to put this meet together. There's a lot of volunteers. There's a tremendous amount of dollars that are needed to put this meet together, and Kevin figured a way to put this bid together so that we could give the state the 100% tickets sales that they needed. And we're very happy to tell you that R.J. Costello, the athletic director of South Fork High School, and Pine School, Pat Toner from the Pine School, will be running the meet with Scott Kimmelman, the Indian River State College athletic director and also former swim coach. We have an excellent team that's been put together. It's the first time in the history on the Treasure Coast that we've ever had 2 high schools co-host a championship. And it says a lot for Martin County. We have private schools represented and we have public schools represented. And I think that's a great way to start off in this fantastic facility, which I think is one of the best in the state and maybe one of the best in the country. Also at the table we have Todd Faust, who is the Special Facilities Administrator for Martin County Parks and Recreation. He'll be working directly with FHSAA to coordinate all of the activities that are going to be run here during the meet. And again, couldn't do this without the support of the County Commission, Commissioner Hurd, and County Administrator Taryn Krista. I mean, it is important that county government got behind this. And as you can see from this beautiful water park, that it is one of the best in the state. We had the state meet here in 2003. We are happy to bring it back to Martin County and Stuart, Florida. It is just a testament to what Martin County has put forward as a venue. It's one of the nicest venues on the Treasure Coast. And I will tell you this, baseball is our #1 sport on the Treasure Coast, but swimming will become #2. We have 3 venues in all 3 counties, and this venue is going to support many major events. And this is the first of many to come. I guess what I'd like to do is introduce Christina, Director of Athletics and the swimming coordinator.
Hi. We are very, very pleased with this facility. We're very honored that the bid was put in, and we're very excited to have it here. We know that RJ will do a great job with his Jensen Beach High School swim team, that Pine School will do a great job, and Pat will do a great job. And not only that, but the major reason why we decided to go with this venue was because of how welcomed we felt when we came. We've never seen anything like it. You know, whatever we needed, the facility could accommodate, and we're very, very grateful for that. And we're really looking forward to it, and we think it's probably going to be one of the best state meets we've ever had.
Thank you, Christina. I'd like RJ to say a few words because he is my Vice President of the Treasure Coast Sports Commission and also Athletic Director at Jensen Beach High School.
Thank you, Tom. Jensen Beach, along with the Pine School, co-hosting an event gives our kids an outstanding opportunity to actually compete at the state tournament in the same pool that they practice in daily. We're looking forward to working with the Martin County Parks and Recreation Department and the Sports Commission and putting on one of the best state swim meets ever.
Thank you, RJ. Kevin, I know there's a lot more that needs to be said, and I just want to thank you from the Treasure Coast Sports Commission that you helped to bring this bid to Martin County. It couldn't have been done without you. It's a testament to your department and to the way you run your department. You're very professional. You're one of the I don't know how to say this, and I don't want to offend anybody in government, but he actually has brought a business mind to a county government, and he's done a great job. And Kevin, I think you should expand on what we're doing and what we're actually doing to bring this here.
Well, we have a local organization committee that we've, when we submitted the RFP to the state, that is a mix of a number of groups. It's not only the Sports Commission. I will be engaging our entire Parks Department if that's what it takes to make this meet successful. We have staff here at the water park, of course, as a part of the core operations. We have our HMA with Jackie Lewis as the chair, who's also very supportive of this event. The Convention and Visitors Bureau has also been very supportive, and it's a putting the bid package together in itself was very complicated. I think I sacrificed 10 work days to make it happen. So, and that's all that I did. And Tom and I, that's all we worked on. We kind of found out about it a little late in the game, and there was an extension that was offered for all high school, all bidders throughout the state. We needed that extension to put together a good package. Well, there'll be a lot of moving parts to this. There's a lot of moving parts to a state meet. It'll be complicated. We will have a practice meet. We've had some meets already, 3 already of significance in this past year, so we won't be new on the block. What I'm happy about is our scoring company, which is our Scott Kimmelman with Indian River College. Indian River College is still one of the top. I think they won the national. They're going to be on bid to win the national championship again, or they just won it.
They just won it again.
You know, like I heard of like 27 out of 30 years. And so we have experience to the north coming to help us to the south in a partnership manner that is going to be significant. Pat Toner, who is with the Pine School, and RJ with Jensen Beach, in engaging more of the community and the school board was very supportive of this effort. There's a lot going on. And off the top of my head, I don't have everyone's involvement. But you know, certainly those are a lot of the core groups that have really wrote letters of support to help this event, helping make this announcement today. Certainly, more importantly than anything, is our Board of County Commissioners supporting this event to bring this economic opportunity to Martin County. The business plan that I have in place for this project is a simple one. You know, generally, as a general concept, these meets and larger meets don't bring a lot of revenue directly to this facility. So on the other side of this facility is a great venue, and that is where we use that revenue to help facilitate meets like this to generate economic impact. That is our business model, and that's what we're going to go after. Tom and I have already discussed, okay, what are we going to do next? Because to be honest with you, way down to my left, Todd Faust is going to have all the work, and I'll be honest with you, he's the one who's going to put all the real work in it. And my hat's off to him early to begin preparing, because he's going to have the brunt of the storm for this meet, which will be complex to run over 2 weekends. So, but we'll have some other opportunities from some other larger meets that we anticipate coming before the state meet. So we're excited. I'm personally excited. My supervisor, Taryn Krizda, and Roger Baltz, very, very supportive in this effort. When the state came and we put on what I call a show, literally I said in 2 days I need everyone to be at the water park, and we need to really show our support. And I had everybody here. It was amazing. Everyone dropped what they were doing to make this happen. So there's no doubt in my mind, moving forward, that the community will be engaged, county employees, to be a part of something really, really special. And that's what I'm excited about, is that it's a special event for the county. It's really why this facility was built. It was designed that way. And you know, so now you'll have this great recreational opportunity, and you'll have this facility to come watch competitive swimming. A large part of these efforts, you know, sitting in the audience behind the fence is my marketing coordinator, Craig Anderson, who is going to be a huge part of this. He's instrumental in helping us secure these things, and he's a forward thinker. He's a business person with an amazing business background, and that's why I hired him, so we can have these type of ventures and be successful. And Craig, I do thank you for all your help. As we move forward, there'll be a great learning curve for us working with the state, but we're happy to work with Christina and the FHSAA.
Thank you, Kevin. We'll tell you it's a 3-year contract with an option for 2 more years, so we hope to have this here for at least 5 years. Any questions from the press? Or the audience? Anyone who would like to ask a question? I'm sure Commissioner Hurd covered this beautifully. I've got to tell you, she did an excellent job. She really knows what's happening in Martin County.
I want to add just one thing, and that is that I want to thank everybody for the terrific job that you did in attracting this important activity here, this competition here. But the cameras, although they are terrific, can't do this place justice. It is a first-class competition facility. It's extraordinary, and that's why we were able to attract a competition of this quality to Martin County. And I also want to add that it's open. Today is the first day that it's open, so please come and see this gorgeous facility yourselves.
There must be some questions, even though I answered half of them before the press conference. Can we Uh,
We'll get you a mic.
Thank you.
What cost will you have to absorb to get this meet off the ground, do you think?
Our business model is an offset, so I don't anticipate any expenses. We have determined that the state does use gate receipts to help. That, from my understanding, goes right back to the athletes, and Christina can jump in on that. It goes back to the athletes. We do have, this event is about $33,000 to put on, and I budget a little bit high, and relying more on paid staff than volunteers in some of the critical areas. Obviously, lifeguarding, collecting of revenue. Those are the areas where I have to ensure that it's in the county's best interest to collect things properly. But we will make money. We'll make our offset on our parking. We'll make our money at our concession facilities. We are now working on an active sponsorship program. We're going to try to work on a souvenir program. Obviously, when you have an event of this size, it generates significant economic impact. We're working with the HMA on doing a dollar amount back on each room that was acquired for each night, and then the Sports Commission. We're also working on them through their receipt of bed tax dollars. Depending on how many room nights are generated, that you will yield a formula to get us some sponsorship dollars back. So when you add up all those categories, the numbers made sense for us to do it. Even if we were to have a little bit of a loss, I'm still okay with it, because we this year were able to take $390,000 and put them into our budget reserve at the water park. The economic impact, and as Commissioner Hurd alluded to before, with overnight stays and people eating here and discovering Martin County, is important, because people are going to find that this place is tranquil. It is old Florida charm. It fits right into that tourism model, and people will come back, and that's generally the hope of what we hope to happen.
Tom, where was the last state swim meet? You said you hosted one in 2003.
Yeah, it's been in Orlando for about.
The one that the Treasure Coast hosted.
We had it in Sebastian in 2003, and then the hurricanes came in 4, and it moved to Gainesville. But it's been in Orlando for 5 years.
This is for Christina. I know it's been in Orlando. I've watched it on the computer. That was at an indoor facility. Is there any reserve bringing it outside?
There was a little bit, based off of what the weather could do. If it got cold down here, I don't really know what November's like down here. All I know is that November in Gainesville is cold. There was a little bit of a reserve, but after talking to Kevin and Todd and the staff, and them reassuring me that they will do whatever it takes to make our athletes comfortable, it was a no-brainer.
Any other questions? You wanted to say something?
Todd, would you like to explain all the headaches that you're going to have soon? Well, I think Todd, what I want you to just tell everyone a little bit is about, and Christina will agree, there are some bells and whistles of this facility that no other facility has, and starting with the scoring booth behind us with the swimmer doing the butterfly stroke, there are some really special things in here that kind of put us over the edge. You can tell us about some of the things that we have here in place.
As a facility liaison, we're really looking forward to working with Christina and the FHSAA to make sure that we put on the best event that they've ever had, and with a high level of customer service, and looking forward to showcasing our facility. We have a Colorado timing system with a video streaming scoreboard. We have both a Murtha pool design, which is a very fast pool design for competitive swimming, with gutters surrounding the pool. Minimum depth of the pool is 7 feet deep, which gives a little bit more depth to the swimmers. And then the liner provides no resistance to swimmers swimming through the water. So I think the swimmers will really enjoy the pool. They'll enjoy the timing system, in our starting system. So we've got a great facility to showcase that the swimmers will enjoy, the coaches will enjoy, and hopefully FHSAA will too, and we'll have a quality event for you all.
Well, thank you, Todd, and thank you all for coming, and there's press packets available for anyone that needs them. Thank you again.